Don't mind me, I'm having a drink. Hello, welcome and welcome back everyone. So I am currently just enjoying a nice iced caramel latte with some oat milk, otherwise my stomach is going to go crazy. And I'm also trying my new hoodie, which one of my lovely friends gifted me for my birthday. Me, I like books more than I like people. It's kind of true. But what we are going to do today, because I believe by the time you guys get to see this video, it will be April. It'll be my birthday month. Very excited. But what I would like to do, if possible, is I would like to go through what I would want to do for my April TBR. However, I know that at the end of the month, I don't think I would get to read all too much, mostly because my bestest best friend in the whole wide world, she is finally coming to visit the Netherlands and I can't freaking wait. It's been 84 freaking years. So, keeping that in mind, even though there's a couple books I would want to read in the month of April, I think what I would like to do is a little bit of a randomizer in the form of a TBR jar. Let me grab it. It's behind me. Say hello to the TBR jar. So this is a jar that I decorated myself. I really like it. It's very pretty. And for those that are in the Netherlands, I got this pot from Zenos, which is really nice. And I figured it'd be quite nice. I think it's been displayed on my shelf for a bit. I've had a few people message me about it. But I have it filled with prompts. Also, what is this weather? It's now like really bright. I don't know what the weather is like for you guys right now, but here it's really ridiculous. Like 1 minute it is hailing, windy, like cats are flying around all over the place. Let's give myself some editorial stuff. Cats flying around. If I do it, I get a gold star. Regardless, hopefully it won't destroy the lighting here. But I'm gonna pull maybe at most, like I'm not gonna go too crazy because realistically, my best friend's coming at the end of the month, leading up to when she arrives. The chances are I'll get quite a few books read. It wouldn't surprise me. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull 4 prompts, and I haven't really categorized anything with like colors or that. I just like picked colors, wrote on them, shoved them in. But let me pull my first prompt. So I'll pull a prompt, see if I can find a book that'll fill that prompt. If I can pick the books I would like to read, I'll pick them. But I'm not going to say what those books are, because obviously if they don't fill the TBR jar, I wouldn't want to spoil what I might just read as like extras. So let's get started. Right, let's ASMR. Alright, let me grab this one. Is that 1 or is that 2? Okay, we got 1. Let me pop that's down. Right. Can I just show it to you guys first? You gonna focus, my guy? I think that's a seasonal book, which that does fill a prompt for one of my books I would like to read. Let me grab it. So the book I'm going to choose to fill that prompt is going to be this one. So if you had watched the unboxing that my lovely mum gave me, you would know that I did get this book. So this is Darling Daffodil Farm, and it is seasonal. It is based in spring. It is even mentioning April. So I feel like this is going to be a very, very good pick. So I'm quite happy because this was one of the books I really wanted to read in the month of April. And let me just read you the synopsis. When aspiring pastry chef Tally Darling returns home to her family daffodil farm, the last thing she expects is to find a hot, half-naked farmhand living in her childhood bedroom and running her late daddy's business. And then we have Jesse Walker, might be gorgeous, but he's also infuriatingly grumpy. Walker has no time for Tally, and the feeling is mutual. That is until Tally hears him moan over one of her signature caramel honey cupcakes. Oh no, not the cupcakes. And then discovers how good it tastes when they kiss. As dewy April days turn into warm May evenings, Walker and Tally soon realize that there is a thin line between love and hate, but will their budding connection grow into something that lasts beyond one season? So again, I believe I can show. Yeah, so I know I've shown this already, but just for those that want to keep updated. Really cute little sprayed edges. So quite happy. So that'll definitely be one. I think I'll probably be starting with this one in April, because it's kind of my typical size of book nowadays. It is 402 pages. Yeah, I could do that. That's quite easy. So yeah, that is my first one. I'm very excited. On to the second pick. More ASMR. Right, let me pick. Let's do this one. Right, so I need to remind myself if I want to make it focus, just put my hand behind. Again, I am learning about this new camera and it's great. A little insert here. I will probably be doing a video at some point in the future, kind of talking about the camera and things I'm testing with it. So I'm quite excited. Right, done with insert. Right, we have, do you know what? I can't even read what that says. What's my writing? Oh, a book with pink on the cover. I mean, that's quite seasonal. Now, I might have to bend the rules a little bit. It says on the cover, does it also count on the edges? Because this is all pink. And I mean, would you classify the text as being like a really dark pink? Personally, I would say yes. Do you know what? I'm going to take that as a win, because this is the other book I want to read in April. It's not birthday themed, however. It does have a freaking birthday cake on it, which, again, April birthday month. And this is obviously Freda McFadden's Want to Know a Secret. And it is based on an influencer and baking sensation, April Masterson, that's the name, knows the secret to the perfectly gooey brownies, or how to make key lime squares that will melt in your mouth. But if you keep watching her offline, you may find out some other secrets about April, secrets she'd rather you didn't know. So I think I'm going to make this that prompt. It is kind of pushing it a little bit. Like I have plenty of just pure pink books, but I mean the entire edge is pink. I would say that the text is pink, like a darker rose colored pink. And I mean, technically her lips are pink. If you argue that this is not a pink book, we're gonna have a fight. But yeah, I will say that I'm gonna take that as my book with pink on the cover. I mean, it is pure pink around the edges and the text. So I'll take that as a win. Next book. Now, that is 2 for 2 books that I wanted to get to in April. So that's really good. So I'll pull 2 more prompts, and I have possibly 1 more book that I would want to do in April. We'll see what the TBR jar decides. Oh, well, that one got chosen. Oh my god. The fact that that one flew out of the jar, I will take it. Now, don't know what it says. I genuinely can't see what it says. Own for over a year. Okay. I would need to double check on my phone if this particular book I have owned for over a year. I think I have, though I will need to check my Goodreads. But that's a good prompt. Now, let me have a little coffee break first. Right. grabbing the phone because I think the book I could pick for this one, it is a book I think I've owned for over a year. And it is one I've recently mentioned as well. Because I need to double check because I have a very particular edition of it. I have owned it for over a year, I believe. Because it originally released 7th of May 2024. It is now 2026. Years going by. But I need to find out when it got released in the UK. I'm fairly certain. I mean, let me grab the book. This book. Pretty sure I've owned this for over a year. But yeah, let me check what it says inside. Because if this is saying the same year, yeah, okay. Now, it does say that this book was released, this edition was released in 2025. But I'm fairly certain I have owned this since at least the end of 2024. Like, I know I've owned this one for a while. Because I know that I picked up the second book when I was in Scotland last year. I know that for a fact. And I'm fairly certain that this one I have owned for quite a while. So you know what? I think I'm gonna... You know what? I don't want to cheat it too much. I feel like I've already cheated slightly. Let me see. Okay. Well, the good news is that I am not going crazy. According to Google, the deluxe edition, often referred to as a special or collectors, of Five Broken Blades was released May 7th, 2024. I still don't trust it. I can't really do much right now. Can you guys hear that wind? I'll wait until the wind dies down a little bit, yeah.
1 hour later.
Okay, I think we are going to go with this one. Mostly because from what I've just looked online, it does look like it came out, at the very least, in 2024. And I know I've owned this for a while. So I'm going to pick that for a book I've owned for over a year. And this one, I think I mentioned, again, I feel like all these books, I'm getting lucky with my TBR jar. I think all of these books were part of my unboxing in one way, shape, or form. But this one, I think I had mentioned it was like a trial thing or like very descriptive. I was like, oh, people are going somewhere to get some. So let me actually read the synopsis because I'm fairly certain it's like groups of people are going because they've been sent to kill like a very superior person. But it says here, yeah, the king of Yusan must die. The 5 most dangerous liars in the land have been mysteriously summoned to work together for a single objective, to kill the god king Yun. Each has tasted bitterness, from the hired hitman seeking atonement and the lovely assassin who seeks freedom, to the prince banished for his cruel crimes. None can resist the sweet icy lure of vengeance. They can agree on murder and they can agree on treachery. But these 5 killers, each versed in deception, lies, and betrayal, it's not enough to forge an alliance. To survive, they'll have to find a way to trust each other. But only one could take the crown. Okay, so I wasn't aware that they actually banded together. Because I thought it was like everyone went off to do their thing to try and become... I guess in a way, it does kind of sound like they all would want the crown, so they're kind of doing it in their own way. But they kind of have to, you know, work together. So it does... I mean, I have had this book for a while, and now with me owning the third one, I'm quite happy that hopefully I'll get around to this. It is a chunky one though. I don't think there's so many pages. Oh, we love the sound of cracking the edges also. Edges on this one. Very cool. But this one is... the sound! So weirdly enough, this book is actually only 430 pages. know why. It feels like it would be bigger. Okay, well, color me surprised. Hopefully that'll be the third book I get around to in April. I mean, that's realistically the 3 books I wanted to read in April. Right, on to the last one. So I think this one will just be a kind of like pick whatever and kind of see what I can work with. I do know like these books will hopefully all get read within April, but I know that there's quite a few ARC books I would like to read too. But I think in April, any ARCs and stuff I get, they will definitely just be a mood read thing. Oh look, the sun is shining again. I bet that's going to change soon. Anyway, last one. Pick from the bottom. I think there's 2 there. There we go. Got it. Right. Please be a good one. I mean, I say please be a good one. All of the prompts I got, they have worked. I mean, I've kind of like tweaked one of them. I mean, it still works. People can argue. It works. Right, let me see. What do we have? I think that's, I see author. Popular author. Ooh. Now, I mean, I guess, like, when we're talking popular, or I mean, like, see, in my head, I think of people like Sarah J. Maas. And that's it. That's the only... Like, if we're talking popular, I mean, isn't it kind of subjective? Because, like, there'll be, like, certain authors that a whole group of people will know, then quite a lot of people wouldn't. But I guess I could maybe fill that with one of the Twisted games or one of the Twisted books. Because I know that, I think by the time I'm recording this video, or by the time this video comes out, I think I would be done at least with Twisted games. Because I do plan on listening to that over the next weekend. Currently it's a weekday. Dating myself. But I think just so I am able to fill this, because Anna Huang, I would say, is a relatively well-known author. She's done loads of different books, very popular. So I think I'm going to go with that, because I think the book I would do with this one is Twisted Lies. What is this? It's now hailstoning. What the hell? Weather. But why though? Weather. Do no more. For real.
A few moments later.
Freaking interlude. I'm gonna try and get this done real quick because I think the weather is just gonna be real crap today. Go figure. But to fill the popular author one, I think I'd be doing Twisted Lies, because I know I'll be finished with Twisted Games by the time this video comes out. And I know I would do this as an audiobook, because I have opted for audiobook right now with these books, mostly because when I'm doing baking and whatnot, these are the ones I'm going for. But yeah, Anna Huang, popular author, I'll go with Twisted Lies. Or if I have somehow read this one of the other Anna Huang books, I think that's also fair game, right? Well, that's all 4 prompts selected from the TBR jar. So for seasonal book, we are going to go with Darling Daffodil Farm by Brittany Nicole. For a book with pink on the cover, kind of cheating ever so slightly, but I think it's fair, we are going to go with Want to Know a Secret by Frida McFadden, because the text is pink and the edges are pink. It is fair game. So that's that one. For a book I have owned for over a year, we are going to go with 5 Broken Blades by May Corland, which I'm very excited about. And the final one is going to be for a popular author, currently going with Twisted Lies by Anna Huang, or if I've somehow already got this one done, any other Anna Huang books will be the chosen one. So I do think overall that's actually quite a good selection because I think it's kind of going over quite a few genres. So we have kind of a rom-com, romance, small town. We have a thriller. We have a fantasy fiction. I did actually have to check that. I was like, what genre is it? Fantasy. And then we have, just because it's funny, I have it upside down. Oops. And we have Twisted Lies. So yeah, I'm excited about reading these. Hopefully I'll get them done relatively quickly. Let me know which book you're most excited to hear my thoughts on, or most excited to see me reading. What books are you planning on reading in April? Do let me know. And just because I know that quite a lot of people usually don't know really what to comment, if you don't know what to comment, but you want to let me know that you watched, you were here, and that you exist, let's comment. Let's comment a birthday cake, like any birthday celebration things, because it is April. It is my birthday month, so do the cake. Do the cake emoji. So comment that if you just want to let me know that you were here. But yeah, hopefully this will be fun, and I will see you in the next video. Right, bye guys. Gonna drink more of my coffee. 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 Coffee.